Some people don't scream, they don't cry, they just go silent. And that silence, quiet and heavy, is where the pain lives. It's not that they don't feel, it's that the feeling is too much, too tangled, too sharp, too exhausting to turn into words. So they shut down, not because they want to push people away, but because they don't know how to let them in. Why do we stop talking when we're hurting? Sometimes it's because we've learned that speaking up only brings judgment or rejection. Maybe the last time we tried to open up, we were told to get over it, or worse, ignored completely. So we shut the door. We bury the words before they reach the surface. Sometimes it's not even about fear, it's about fatigue. Trying to explain pain can feel like reliving it. And when your chest is already heavy, the thought of turning that ache into sentences feels impossible. So you stay quiet. You pretend you're fine. But inside, you're screaming. Silence becomes a shield, a quiet form of survival, a way to control what little you can when everything inside feels broken. It's safer, easier, cleaner to say nothing. But make no mistake, silence isn't emptiness. It's full of unspoken sentences like, I don't know how to explain this. I'm scared you'll see me differently. I just need space, not solutions. Silence is not the absence of feeling, it's the overflow of feeling. And those who fall silent when they're hurting often wish someone would just notice. Not fix, not question, just notice. You see it in the way they avoid eye contact, in the long pauses, the shorter replies, in the sudden change of tone. It's all there, waiting to be heard in the quiet. But most people don't listen to silence. They try to fill it. They ask, they pressure, they analyze. And in doing so, they miss the point. Because what the quiet ones need isn't noise, it's presence. They need someone who doesn't demand words, someone who sits with them unafraid of the silence, someone who offers warmth without needing to understand everything. Because silence is not rejection. It's not indifference. It's often a quiet cry. I want to feel safe before I speak. I want to be seen without having to explain myself. And if you truly want to help someone who's hurting but silent, start there. Don't rush them. Don't push them. Just let them know, in the gentlest way, you don't have to talk, but I'm here when you're ready. Sometimes the most healing thing you can say is nothing at all. Just your calm, patient presence beside them is enough. When someone goes silent, our instinct is often to fix it. We want to talk it out, solve the problem, pull them out of their silence like we're rescuing them from a storm. But silence isn't always something to be solved. Sometimes it's a space that simply needs to be honored. Not everyone heals by talking. Not everyone processes pain through conversation. For some, healing starts in the quiet, in sitting with the ache, naming it internally, slowly making peace with it before it ever touches the air as sound. If you love someone who goes quiet when they're hurting, know this: it's not personal. Their silence isn't about you. It's not meant to punish or distance you. It's about their own internal process, protective, delicate, often invisible. Your role is not to break through their silence. Your role is to be the safe place they can return to when they're ready. To hold space, not demand explanations. To show them that your care doesn't depend on their ability to speak. That might mean sitting in the same room, doing nothing, just breathing the same air. That might mean checking in with a gentle message that expects no reply. Just thinking of you today, no pressure, I'm here. When someone is silent, words can feel like pressure, like they being asked to perform when they don't even know what they feeling yet. So instead of talking at them, be with them. Your presence matters more than your advice ever could. And listen, really listen to what isn't being said. The look in their eyes, the way they move a little slower, the pause before they say, I'm fine. These are all pieces of a puzzle they don't have the strength to put together yet. Sometimes we think love means filling the silence. But often love is just holding it without flinching, saying without saying, you don't owe me a conversation to deserve comfort. If they do open up even a little, honor it. Don't jump in with solutions. Don't try to tidy up their feelings or offer bright sides. Just thank them for trusting you. That's already a massive step. And if they don't talk yet, that's okay too. They're still healing, still breathing, still here. Sometimes that's the bravest thing a person can do. Remember, silence is not nothing. It's a language all its own. And if you can learn to sit with it, to meet someone there, patiently, softly, you're giving them something rare, a safe place to fall apart, quietly, without fear. No pressure, no expectations. Just the steady reassurance that they are not alone. That's how we love someone, through silence. Not by dragging them into the light, but by sitting with them in the dark until they feel ready to rise. And now, to the ones who go quiet when they're hurting, this part is for you. You're not weak for needing silence. You're not cold or distant or broken because your pain doesn't always come out in words. You've learned, through experience or instinct, that silence is sometimes the safest place to be. Maybe you've tried opening up before and it didn't go well. Maybe your honesty was met with misunderstanding or indifference. Maybe your feelings were minimized, or you were told to be strong when all you really needed was someone to listen. And so now, you choose stillness. You retreat inward, not because you don't care, but because you care so deeply it feels overwhelming. Please know this. Just because you go quiet doesn't mean you have to go through it alone. There are people out there who will meet you in your silence. Gently, without trying to pry open your chest or force your story out. People who will sit beside you and say, with nothing more than a glance or a breath, "I see you. I'm here. No rush." You don't have to explain everything all at once. You don't have to put your pain into perfect sentences for it to be valid. Sometimes all it takes is a single word, or no word at all. Just a moment of letting someone be near you in the stillness. It's okay to need space. It's okay to say, "I'm not ready to talk, but I appreciate you being here." It's okay to pause before you speak, or to decide not to speak at all that day. Healing is not a performance. It has no script. It unfolds in its own time. And when the time comes, when your voice is ready to rise from the quiet, know that it's allowed to tremble. You don't have to sound strong. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be honest, whatever that sounds like. There's no wrong way to return from silence, no perfect way to open up. Whether your truth comes out in fragments, whispers, tears, or even long silences between sentences, it's still your truth. And it deserves to be met with care, not correction. If you're carrying something heavy but quiet, you don't need to carry it forever. You don't need to hold it in until it burns. When you're ready, even the softest voice can begin to release what's been locked away. And if no one has said this to you yet, let me say it now. Your silence is not invisible. Your pain is not too much. And you are not alone. Even in the quiet, you are worthy of care. Even without the words, you deserve to be held. Silence is not emptiness. It's where so much lives, unspoken grief, unnamed fears, memories too sharp to touch. And sometimes, silence isn't a void, it's a container. One that holds everything you haven't been able to say yet. So let's stop trying to fix the silence. Let's stop filling it with noise just to make ourselves more comfortable. Some truths need time to come out. Some wounds need space to breathe before they can begin to heal. If someone you love has gone quiet, don't take it as a personal failure. Don't assume your presence doesn't matter. Sometimes it matters more than anything else. Not because you're saying the perfect thing, but because you're simply there. Patient, present, still. And to those who are quiet, who carry their pain in silence like a stone in their chest, please remember, there is no timeline on healing. You don't have to speak just because others are ready to listen. Speak when you're ready. Speak when it feels like release, not pressure. And until then, know that being heard doesn't always require words. Sometimes it's in the way someone brings you tea without asking, or how they sit next to you without trying to fill the air. Sometimes, being seen means someone respects your silence enough not to interrupt it. Love, in its purest form, doesn't force anything open. It waits, it watches, it whispers. Take your time. So whether you're the one who's silent or the one sitting beside the silence, remember this. Connection doesn't always sound like a conversation. Sometimes it's just two people breathing in the same space, acknowledging the weight without trying to carry it away. If you're the listener, keep showing up. Keep offering softness, not solutions. Your steady presence builds a bridge back to safety. You may not hear it, but your patience says everything. I'm not going anywhere. If you re the one in silence, dawn to forget that you re-allowed to be supported. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to translate every feeling into language to be worthy of care. You are enough even in stillness. Silence doesn't mean nothing is happening. In fact, some of the most profound healing happens in the quiet, the kind where something shifts deep inside slowly, gently, without needing to be named. And when the words do come, if they come, let them arrive however they need to. Whispered, broken, messy, real. Your truth isn't meant to be polished. It's meant to be heard. Because in the end, silence is not the absence of connection. It's the place where connection waits with open arms and no conditions. So take your time, no pressure, no rush. You don't have to speak to be held. You just have to know. When you're ready, someone will be listening.